Hello everybody, and welcome to the second of my seminars on how to correctly pronounce the names of the Eternals. If you haven't watched yesterday's instalment, in which I explained to you how to pronounce the names of the Spring Eternals, you should go back and watch that now. There's no use being able to pronounce the names of the Summer Eternals if you can't already pronounce the names of the Spring Eternals. These lessons are in an order for a reason. Go back and listen to it now. Do it now. Now. Now that you've done that, we'll move on and I'll teach you how to pronounce the names of the Summer Eternals. Summer is the coolest realm, and as a consequence I'm wearing my baseball cap, the coolest of caps, backwards on my head, the coolest of ways to wear a baseball cap. I've also moved to sit so that the sun is in my eyes, so that I squint a lot. Squinting is cool. Let's begin. Eleonaris, Queen of the Fields of Glory. Eleonaris. This name is very straightforward, as you can appreciate, Eleonaris, but it is very important that you pronounce it precisely correctly. Even the slightest incorrection in your pronunciation may offend Eleonaris and cause her to go on a rampage. Remember, always Eleonaris, never Eleonaris. Jaehaerys, the Shadowed Prince. Jaehaerys, the Shadowed Prince. Did you see what I did there? Whenever you say the name Jaehaerys, you should think for a moment about the fact that Jaehaerys is your friend. This will make you smile slightly. It's impossible to say Jaehaerys correctly without slightly smiling at the end. Try it yourselves, you'll see what I mean. Hayek, the Griffin King. Hayek, the Griffin King. While Hayek has got two A's at the end of his name, you only pronounce one of them. It is very important that you pronounce the second one and not the first one. If you pronounce the name correctly, it will immediately make you think of Salma Hayek. The advantage to this is that you are now thinking of Salma Hayek, who is dramatically more interesting than Hayek, the Griffin King. I enjoyed thinking about Salma Hayek then, and I'm confident that you will too. Cathan Kenai, the Queen of Ice and Darkness. Cathan Kenai, the Queen of Ice and Darkness. When pronouncing this name, one of your instincts is going to be to call her Cathan Kenai. Resist this instinct. This is an evil instinct. This is the kind of instinct that means that you will never amount to anything. You must always pronounce the name of the Queen of Ice and Darkness, Cathan Kenai. One easy way to remember this is to ask yourself, can Cathan Kenai? And then answer it in your head. Cathan Kenai definitely can. I. In truth, this name is much easier to say if you are from the northeast of England. If you're a beginner at saying Cathan Kenai, you may want to imagine that you are in Newcastle, meeting her late at night in the big market. You might even introduce yourself to her by saying, "Why, aye, Cathan Kenai." She will either find this adorable or will become extremely angry. It's impossible to say which. Either way, you will have at least pronounced her name correctly, and any ensuing diplomatic incidents will have nothing to do with the fact that you have pronounced her name wrong. Cathan Kenai, Queen of Ice and Darkness. Berrien, the Iron Duke. Berrien, the Iron Duke. This is perhaps the simplest of the names of the Summer Eternals to pronounce correctly. Just say it the way that it is written on the page. Some people make the terrible mistake of calling Berrien the Iron Duke Berrien, as if he was some sort of naked person or a kind of uptight teddy. This is sure to vex him and guarantee that your next challenge is the bad kind that involves acrostics. I find that the easiest way to remember how to pronounce his name is with this simple mnemonic. Berrien always relaxes in excellent nightclothes. This reminds you that Berrien is never bare, and thus never Berrien. It's simple. If you meet Berrien, why not try writing it on the back of your hand and referring to it before speaking his name? The pause will make him think that you are carefully considering your words, rather than desperately checking how his name is to be pronounced. Berrien, the Iron Duke. Maraud, the golden magician. Maraud. Did you see what I did there? It's important when trying to pronounce the name of Maraud to shake your head very slightly, as if you are going, oh, in a way to imply that you are impressed or surprised in some way. Try it at home. Maraud. Maraud. Ooh. You will find that if you say the name often enough, it cheers you up. Rios, regent of the Eternal Sea. Rios, the regent of the Eternal Sea. The key to saying Rios, the regent of the Eternal Sea, is to nod your head slightly, like I did just then. Rios, regent of the Eternal Sea. One way to pronounce the name correctly is to imagine that you are about to say in it immediately after you've said Rios. You can initially practice this by saying it out loud. Rios, in it, the regent of the Eternal Sea. Rios, in it. But eventually, once you've practiced enough, you'll be able to leave the in it out and simply say it in your head. Try it. Rios, regent of the Eternal Sea. Finally, Adament, king of the golden deeps. Adament, king of the golden deeps. This is one that's surprisingly easy to get wrong. You must remember to say the name with confidence. Adament, all one word. Adament. If you accidentally pause, you may inadvertently say Adamant. If you say Adamant, there is a chance that the spectre of that 80s pop musician will appear behind you, ruining any photographs that you are trying to take and trying to convince you that there is nothing to be scared of. Do not believe Adamant. There is a great deal to be scared of, and this is why it is so important that we pronounce the names of the Eternals correctly. Adament, king of the golden deeps. That concludes How to Pronounce the Names of the Eternals, Lesson 2, Summer. You should now be able to pronounce the names of all of the Summer Eternals with confidence, and as we know, confidence is a vital attribute when dealing with these whimsical, unpredictable tyrants. Tomorrow, I'll be returning with How to Pronounce the Names of the Eternals, Lesson 3, Autumn. Before you watch that lesson, remember to review Lessons 1 and 2 in this series. Don't make me remind you again. Don't. I'll see you tomorrow.